4:30 early in the morning. A whole backpack, kind of a drawstring backpack.
I think I saw Diane. You know, she had some of those cow hairs.
Well, yeah, and I noticed she pulled that free kids meal and absconded with that.
I think she went to lunch there today.
Yeah.
So we will have our glow, our evening rodeo glow, and then followed by another jump from Team Fast Tracks, and then we will have a drone show, and then again fireworks, and that drone show will include fireworks, which was absolutely amazing the last couple nights that they've done it.
Yeah, it's been really great. So I think we do have the tape of Team Fast Tracks jumping in at 5 o'clock, so let's take a look. Good afternoon, Balloon Fiesta. It is time for our first jump by Team Fast Tracks, brought to us by Accident Insurance Company. If you will look high in the sky out to the north and catch the Cessna plane we call Patriot. Coming over the northern end of the field, we are watching for the first of 6 jumpers to come out, 3 at a time. Now almost directly over the top of the field.
Art Patriot is flown by pilot Thomas Birdwell.
Now approaching the south end of the field. Jumpers away. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. So 3 good shoots. The plane will make another pass with 3 additional jumpers.
Dropping down with the red, white, and blue smoke will be Kevin Engel, followed by Kevin Dubas with a multicolored streamer, and Mike Dirge with a multicolored streamer.
There's the 2 streamers. So those 2 will kind of circle around, and shortly we'll see the live smoke, and there it is. He is straight over the top of us on the rooftop studio.
Again, that's Kevin Engel with the red, white, and blue smoke, making his way.
Look at there, there's a little heart in the sky.
Down to the landing zone in the middle of Fiesta Field.
This is the first of 2 jumps that we expect from Fast Tracks today, Team Fast Tracks. After our Glowdeo tonight, they'll be dropping in again with their LED suits and their fireworks in the sky. The Cessna now making its second run, just coming over the center of the field, approaching the southern end, kind of right between the 2 jumpers and the jumper with the smoke, as we watch for 3 more divers to exit the aircraft. There's 1.
There's 2.
And 3.
Jumping on the second pass, flying the Fiesta flag is Dimitri Dadik. That Fiesta flag is 2,000 square feet in size. And Brian Pangburn will be unflailing the 5,000 square foot American flag as we get closer to the ground.
And there's fireworks from the folks with the streamers. Just a teaser of the show we'll see tonight at 7:30. The 3rd jumper in that second pass is actually carrying a helmet cam that they're recording the video up there, and there is the deployment of the flags, both the American flag and the Fiesta flag.
That recording art is being done by Ben Jonas, and he is recording that high in the sky over Fiesta Field as they bring the American flag and the Fiesta flag in to kick off tonight's special sleep Glowdeo.
Look at how the fireworks are just kind of shooting out and away, and you still get some sparkly. Normally we don't see that till the night, but in the daytime. So our first jumper making a pass into the landing zone right in front of the Main Street stage.
That will be Kevin Engel.
And there he is.
Look at those red, white, and blue smokes.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Team Fast Tracks is supported by Eula Pangberg and Kira Sindiakina. Kevin Dubas and Mike Dirge making their final approach to the landing zone on Fiesta Field.
And touchdown.
As pilot Thomas Birdwell continues to circle in Patriot, making sure that all of his jumpers safely make it to the ground.
With the first three on the ground, we can turn our attention back to the sky and those giant flags. 2,000 square feet of Balloon Fiesta flag, 5,000 square feet of U.S. freedom.
And I can't wait again until tonight when we see the fireworks flowing behind the Fiesta flag again. That was tremendous last night.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's honor America now as Team Fast Tracks brings in our flag with the playing of the national anthem. And the salute. Team Fast Tracks brought to us by Accident Insurance Company. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Team Fast Tracks.
How was that, guys? How was that? Yeah, do it again.
Thumbs up from Team Fast Tracks and a fabulous first jump of the day.
Yes, we'll see him again later on this evening as soon as the balloon glow is, well, actually they'll jump down when the glow is still going on.
Right, we kind of finish up right about the time that they come down, but we try and leave a few balloons up. We do have a landing zone, an LZ for them out there to come in. They kind of drop in among the balloons. But we're kind of finishing up. We just transition right into that. And hopefully we'll have our live helmet cam tonight, so we'll be able to see the field from the sky and the balloons glowing from the sky.
Yes, and we just had Assistant Balloon Meister Peg Bilson up here on the set with us, grinning ear to ear because that flag is green, and it's going to be a glorious night. Not only the sunset here in the Land of Enchantment, but tons of balloons as we see the Xfinity balloon starting to inflate.
And we are about 30 minutes or so away from official sunset. The balloons are already cleared to go ahead and stand up, and so many of them will. We'll get our actual glow started closer to 6:45 as things start to get darker. But we're going to keep watching what's going on here, and we've sent our intrepid field reporter Diane Kinderwater out into the field in search of something exciting and interesting. So let's find out what her first one is tonight. Diane?
Hi, gentlemen. Hi, world. Yes, I find this very interesting. I was attracted to this tent because it is a great tailgate with Brazilian barbecue. Look at that steak that he's carving up there. I think they had 40 people here. But when I got here, I found out that the crew, which has been crewing for Little Dog for about 15 years, the owner right here speaks Portuguese,
yes.
and the crew speaks English. So they're doing Google Translate. And I'm going to ask you to I'm going to tell. We are doing Balloon Fiesta live. It's a live streaming program across the world. And now she's going to read.
Yep. One moment, please. Estamos fazendo Balão Fiesta ao vivo e o programa aqui Estamos fazendo Balão Fiesta ao vivo e o programa de transmissão ao vivo para o mundo todo. Yeah!
So, you can speak into the phone, of course. The crew does.
Yes.
And then we go like, throw it in her face for her to read it.
What would you like to say? You say no in Portuguese.
It's Portuguese, ok.
Okay?
O que você quer que eu fale, por favor?
What do you want me to say, please?
I want you to quisiera decir, todo el mundo va a mirar este programa.
Cierto.
Yo puedo hablar en español. I can speak in Spanish, but now in Portuguese.
Ok. O que quieres hablar comigo, por favor?
So anyways, the crew, you're able to translate and speak to the pilot in Portuguese, and you in English by hold up your phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comunicação, Google Translate.
Very nice. And I thought the barbecue attracted me, but these ladies did, and they're Google Translate. Thank you. And she's with Little Dog, and they got to get to the field.
Yes.
Necessita ir, ¿verdad?
Ok. 10 anos aqui em Albuquerque com o Little Dog. Mas em Albuquerque, 21 anos já.
Qué bien.
Okay?
Qué bien. Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's have some steak now. Let's have some steak.
Yes.
Take some, please.
That's what she really went for.
The food.
Yeah, for the food. I have to tell you that I came from the north end of the field when I was getting here a little bit earlier, and they just had the grill getting started, and the meat was just starting to cook, and boy, it smelled really great coming by there.
I drove by as well, but I had to be up here on the set.
Yep.
So
I didn't stop either. I just kind of enjoyed the aroma as I came by. And I think I told you last night, you noticed that a lot of the crew is dressed as Little Dog.
Yep, with the suspenders and the hat.
And the orange shirt, etc. So, yep. Crews definitely get involved in their balloons, especially the special shapes.
If you just think, though, Art, about the technology that we have out there today, the translation, this is an international event, and I have to think back about not only just speaking with our friends from all over the world, but remember how we used to chase? You just go out and chase somebody, and now they have all this technology. We were watching the competition today, and these competitors are hardcore. They're all about it, and they have their laptops and their iPads and GPS and tell them where to go. And think back to 1972.
Well, and I'm saying all that stuff shared with the crew, so the crew sees it as right. But you're right. In 72, 76, when I first got to Albuquerque, it was kind of like, I see the balloon over there, and I'm on a road. I'm going to take this road, and you know what? Now I need to find a way to go to the right a little bit. You just kind of were guessing. The more time you spent, the more familiar you became with all of the roads. And even how the pilot was flying, and maybe I like to think I was reading their mind.
Yes, yes. And if we've talked about this before, it made us better pilots when we became pilots because we then now understand what they were doing up there, and then we pass that along to our crews. So
the other thing is that when I'm crewing, I really hated having to go into the middle of a field and carry balloons out. So I kind of got it drilled into my head when I was learning, but I always try and land on a road or as close to the road as I can so we don't have to take the vehicle off the road and the crew is right there on the road. So,
well,
people don't always do that.
I only went on a few flights with Sid Cutter, but one of the things when we were flying one day, he told me was, Ted, that road's the end of the world, and we either make it or we don't. Well, we made it to the road.
Yeah, well, given those choices. So what's happening here is they have these steel cables that have carabiners on the end, and that is connected to the balloon and then to the basket. And so they've got 4 points where those hook up. And what we just watched them do was untwist the bottom set of cables.
I believe that's Jim Phelan in 1 down, 8 to go. I've crewed with Jim before. In fact, I know that's him, and he's out there prepping the balloon, as you just said, making sure that the cables are not twisted and they're all in the right proper order so he can stick up that funny cat. Looks like the cat had been run over with his eyes X'd out. Jim is from Lincoln, Illinois. I asked a lot of pilots prior to Balloon Fiesta to send me some information on them and when did they get involved in ballooning. And he was actually 51. So again, you're never too old, never too young to become involved in ballooning. The name of his first balloon was the Little One, which was a 60,000 cubic foot balloon. And it was the same name. And so when people would see it, they would say the Little One, and that's why he kept the name the same.
There you go. So we also saw, as they finished getting those carabiners and the suspension lines hooked up, there was a blue rope there as well. And that's the tie-off. That's going to get connected through those carabiners and then off to the truck. And that's to help keep the balloon from going airborne tonight. We don't want to be airborne. We don't fly at night. You can't see the ground when it's dark. And being visual flight rules aircraft or VFR aircraft, we can't actually fly when the sun goes down. So we just we want to make sure that we stay on the ground, and that's one of the ways is through that tie-off line.
There's Tiny the Fire Dog. We had our balloon meister earlier up here, Henry Rosenbaum, talking to us about all about that balloon and what the significance was and the meaning. I saw him afterwards, and he said, "Hey, I was sorry if I get emotional, but hey, he's very passionate about what he does, and we do things outside of ballooning. We come from all different walks of lives and things to do and businesses, and I really, really appreciate the leadership that Henry has with his team. I was under him for a couple years on flight safety,
yes,
and really, really enjoyed being part of that team, and I enjoy being part of this team.
And you know, it's just being human. We are all impacted by different events. It happened to be the anniversary of that assistant deputy chief that got killed because somebody didn't move over when that semi-truck ran into the back of a fire truck and killed that person. And that is, nickname was Tiny, which is why they have Tiny the Fire Dog. And with that multi-topic language that the balloon brings to us. So nothing wrong there at all. Yep, hi there, we see you. So before we get too far into the glow here, I think we have a couple of pieces of business that we want to do.
Yes.
And so you want to do that one first?
Yeah, let's talk about our Balloon Fiesta Live replica New Mexico license plate. We have been picking 3 winners per session. I was down on the field earlier, so I'm sure you used your auto generator to pull them up.
I did.
But if you scan that QR code, and if you have not done it, you can enter in, and you still have some time to win. We still have some sessions to go. Scan that, put your name and information in, and you have a chance to win one of these awesome, unbelievably cool Balloon Fiesta Live replica New Mexico license plates. I don't think they do this one with the balloon any longer. in the state.
No, I don't believe you can get that one either.
But the only place you can get it is from
right here.
Balloon Fiesta
And
Live.
you see we have the what would be the registration sticker is now the Balloon Fiesta Live. And we actually even added for this year the fact that we've been on the air since 2017. So year number 8 for us. And we are, for the second year, giving away these license plates. We want to thank the guys at the sign store, Albuquerque, and the rest of the team over there. They have provided these for us to give to you. So be sure and get into that drawing. Just like Kim Wolowski did from Livonia, Michigan, and Douglas Ostris from Tallahassee, Florida, and Stephanie Zalman from Lubbock, Texas. Those are our 3 winners for this Friday night session. We got time for you to win Saturday morning, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. And, of course, we'll get in touch with all the winners a week or so after Balloon Fiesta is over. We'll just confirm your address, make sure that you know that you are a winner, and to expect a Balloon Fiesta Live license plate in the mail.
And it's not limited just to the United States. This is limited worldwide. So if you're out there watching, please enter, and good luck.
Limited only to people who enter.
That's right.
Yep. No entry, no win. That's the way that's going to go. So our little cowboy is standing up, as is Cutie Dink. We had a shot just as we started talking about the license plates of Ziggy. Ziggy is only her 3rd appearance in public anywhere. And so it's great to see Ziggy standing up. She kind of got buried in the rest of the crowd, folks, last night. We already mentioned Xfinity. I see the Stork. We talked about Tiny.
Snowbird.
The Snowbird is coming up right now. There's Ziggy we see over the top of, who is that?
That's Tiny the Fire Dog.
Oh, yeah, the badge there, sure.
And look what color that bow is.
Yeah.
Purple.
Purple bow. She's been purpleized.
She has been purpleized.
Diane will probably be the next one to be purpleized. So we'll have to see. Let's go down and check on Diane Kinderwater and see who she's found for us. Diane?
I found a mall, originally from Libya. He speaks English and Arabic. I'm going to have him speak in Arabic. But we were teaching beautiful daughters. Thank you so much for coming to Balloon Fiesta. But what I checked, we're going to keep our eye on the mountains back where they turn pink. I love it. Right at the sunset. Right now they're turning pink. But I'm all, look at this. I like the fact, I said, where is the baby? Where's the baby on board? But you bring the carriage without a baby. Take a look at this.
Yeah.
No baby?
My husband.
Oh, because, oh, there's a baby. I thought you were just using that to transport.
Oh no.
So this is Balloon Fiesta Live. I want you to tell people back home, watch the show and tell them everything. Tell them to watch. Just watch the show. Okay. Just say hi, everybody in Arabic. Hi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Bye, ladies. Say bye.
I'm not sure if she was expecting the inflator fan to be right there.
No, but when she's out there right in the middle of everything, which, this is one of just a couple of places, balloon rallies, balloon festivals, fiestas, whatever. It's only one of a few that spectators can actually get out among the balloons. It's kind of like being live on a flight line, and if you've ever been to a flight show, any kind of air show, you don't get on a live flight line.
Right, you do not.
But you can here in Albuquerque. You can be right up close and personal. You can even be recruited to be part of the crew right then and there. And so being right in the middle of it, and as our balloons are starting to inflate, sometimes it's time to start that inflator fan, and that's exactly what happened on that. But that's all right. We'll continue to move forward as a few more of our balloons are getting cold inflated. And she was trying to point out that the mountains, while they're not really turning pink, you can see the shadow of the sun. As the sun sets, you can actually see the light, the shadow just moving up the mountains, and it's not very far from the top at the moment. There's the shot with the Xfinity balloon, the Xfinity Rewards balloon. And on many nights, that last bit of light on those Sandia mountains will turn the mountains pink. And there, just as they were zooming in, there were all the radio and TV towers at the top of the mountain. Yeah, so. Oh, yeah, there they are. There they are. Jeez, I haven't looked that close at the top of the mountain in a while. There's a slew of them up there.
There's a lot more than when I was a kid growing up.
No kidding, no kidding. There used to be just 2 or 3 up there, maybe 1 or 2 radio stations and the 3 TV stations. So, and there is Milky Way, one of our cow balloons. Of course, if you're here on the field, the way to do your souvenir shopping is to go to the north or south merchandise tents. That's where all of our official merchandise is. While we have somewhere on the order of about 35 other vendors out here selling great balloon-related items and other items as well, the official merchandise is in the north and south tents. But that doesn't do you any good if you're watching us from Tennessee or Knoxville or Florida,
Pittsburgh,
or Belgium or London. So the way that you can shop is to go to balloonfiestastuff.com. Balloonfiestastuff.com is our online store, and all of that official merchandise is there. Now, if you can't type balloonfiestastuff.com, all you have to do is scan that QR code. When you scan the QR code, it's going to take you right to the page. When you get there, bookmark it so that you can come back, because that store is in effect with merchandise in it and always changing year-round. For the next 4 days, we are giving you 10% off on any sportswear, so that's any clothing you buy. Put the stuff in your cart. When you get to the checkout time, put the discount code Fiesta24 in there. We'll take 10% off all of the sportswear you have in your cart. One time only. Again, it expires on October 15th, so don't wait. The other thing, I did have a conversation with our merchandise folks a little bit earlier this afternoon, and they're telling me things are definitely moving, and they're starting to sell out of things, certain sizes, those types of things. And a lot of people say, you know what, I'm just going to wait till the end of the week because they'll have stuff left, and they'll put it on sale, and I'll do it that way. Well, guess what? There's not going to be anything left to put on sale. In fact, we're scrambling to get more stuff into the store so that you have some great choices. But we do have a special inventory that we've put aside just for the people who are buying online at Balloon Fiesta Stuff. So you have the opportunity to get there and not fight the lines that might be happening here. Shop now, shop early, get your stuff. There's a dog bone.
Yes.
That is at the top of the balloon. So this is either Wags or Barks. We kind of have to see the dog to be able to know exactly which one is which.
I think the darker blue one is Wags, but I may be mistaken.
The blues are pretty close, so yeah, more the puppy dogs. And that's going to be that little kind of beige pile of fabric down there. That's going to probably be the puppy dog right there. All right, Diane has moved away from the inflator fan, so let's see what she's got now. Diane?
I have another pilot who's flying a Brazilian balloon, but he doesn't speak Portuguese. He does speak English. It's Al Smith from Michigan, and Al is ready. He's cold inflating, and he's going to do our favorite thing, keeping us warm by burning. So
we're getting ready to burn and let it lift up and rise. So ready to go?
Here we go. Okay.
While he's standing this up, you can see those openings, those round openings with the darker patches behind it. That's those appendages on the side of this balloon. So basic regular shape inside, and the hot air is going to go through those openings and fill out the little pieces of this special shape.
And that special shape happens to be Tomcat. And you're exactly right. That air is baffled in, so those shapes, the appendages stick out, and then you're able to see.
So we were looking at the holes for the other side of the face, but as they panned up there, we saw the jowls of Tomcat. And of course, a little more heat because it does have to fill up those extra spaces.
I would say a shape like that's a little bit easier than dealing with like a Wazoo or a Mix-a-Lot.
Yes. Because it's more that special, just
Yep.
the regular shape there, yeah.
Speedy.
But that's a great shot to see
Oh, yeah.
that it takes really 4 to kind of fill out. That's probably an ear on that side, or whiskers. There's the belt buckle of Peg Leg Pete as we pull out. And there is Peg Leg taking a look at us. Dave and Kathy Reinecke bring that balloon to us. Been here a number of years. And they're just putting the heat into that. That's why we kind of only see one eye.
Yes, that baffle hasn't pushed the heat up through it yet, so they're.
But we'll just keep watching this.
Well, he's going
as
to
they
have a
get
patch on his eye, too, right?
Yeah, he does, but it's, as you said, we can't quite see it yet. But now that the balloon starts to stand up, that heat will start filling that up, as well as all the rest of the feathers around the backside of his head. And yeah, look at how the feathers on the side are starting to fill out as the hot air gets into there.
And his earring.
And up on the top with the earring. And there's the patch. Yep. That's exactly what we were talking about, exactly what we saw with Tomcat happening here on Peg Leg Pete. And the little skull on the backside of his hat there. Or his bandana, actually, I guess that would be, wouldn't it?
Yep. There's Daz grinning to the north of Fiesta Field as the sun sets.
And we're going to continue to watch Daz throughout the night because when he glows, his teeth light up. It's really cool. Lulu behind him, the cheetah.
And Wazoo, the one from Taiwan, the newer special shape.
Over on the left in the back.
And I think that's Tammy and Tamo.
Yes, basically underneath Taz. And I was thinking the other red one out there is the Cosmic Crisp Apple.
And right beside that, I think it's the moon, if I'm not mistaken.
The moon's up there behind us. It's a half moon tonight.
Well, I think we have a full moon on the field as well.
We do. A full lunar they call it Luna?
Luna?
Luna, I think, right?
What a great shot of Pegasus right there with the Sandia Mountains right in the background. That you can kind of see the pinks coming off the mountain and then right into the pink of
into the pink balloon. And there's your Tomcat on the backside.
And right below Tomcat, I'm seeing some hooves of Arabelle.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, that was a pull out. Look at that shot. There you go. Billy the Kid was there. There's the backside of Yoda with Jada the Elephant, Miss Autumn.
And Darth Vader.
Vader's in there. There's the moon balloon.
Yep.
Right on the other side of Yoda. Hey, if you ever get a chance to get up close with the Luna balloon, you need to check out the American flag that is actually attached there.
And you can see it right on the tip of the ear of Master Yoda right down there, kind of flailing a little bit.
Yeah. That is one of the landings.
Lunar landing spots.
Of the Apollo program.
The details. Oh, the details.
And you know, probably all of these special shapes have details that even we don't know about. The pilot has done it, taken care of it. So, yeah. There's Frankenstein appearing over the top of what appears to be the Keystone Cop, Keystone Willie.
Rolando Morales from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Look who's out there with Darth.
Yeah.
Don't be messing with my balloon. But get me a selfie picture. All right. Yeah.
I think Diane has Al Smith, if I'm not mistaken. I'm hearing my ear, the gentleman who just inflated Tomcat. So, Diane, take it away.
I call it the brain, but many people call it, the real name is intelligent design. This is the brain balloon. This is the second time it's flown in Fiesta. The last time was 20 years ago in 2001. And I've got the pilot right here, and the crew chief John, and the Colin from Montana. I asked you, what do most people ask you about this balloon?
They come up and they ask you why. So, why a brain? Well, the neurosurgeon had it built back in 2001. It flew for about 5 years, and they shelved it. So it's been sitting in a barn in Iowa for 17 years, but it is in like new condition. It's one of the largest balloons out here in the field, 170,000 cubic feet, and it weighs 1,100 pounds.
That was actually my question. Why a brain? Because why a brain? What do crew chief? What do people say to you? Ask you about the brain?
same exact thing. They want to know, like, oh, what was the idea behind it? And I tell them it's like, well, it came about when the neurosurgeon who had it designed and.
So, John, is it called intelligent design? I see in the card it says the brain. Colin, what's the real name?
So the reason it was that when they did the card, all we had was the pictures from years ago, and it had the brain on the picture. So they just took that name and went with it.
Well, that's what it is. It's a brain.
That was never the name for us. So.
What's the real name?
Always been intelligent design. We feel like that from the Christian perspective, our Christian faith, the maker, the creator, and also the fact that a lot of people put a lot of intelligent work into this balloon. Incredible.
Let's change the name to intelligent design. Let's pick up things here at Balloon Fiesta, right? But we do know it as the brain because I hear all the kids saying, the brain, the brain. Colin, John, thank you, thank you.
I would say that's a lot of gray matter, except that it's orange, blue, and all different colors as well.
Yellow, yes.
Did he say 1,100 pounds?
I thought that's what he said.
That's what he said. Incredible.
Man.
I had no idea that the
Crew abuse.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
That was Colin Graham from Belgrade, Montana.
Here's another shot inside one of our special shapes, and once again you can see that those openings there to inflate those appendages. Hey, as we check what our the folks on YouTube, our chat, are checking in here, Mr. Glassman is asking us about that blue balloon that says blue on it. Is it really called orange? Yes,
it
is.
It's
really called orange. So we'll get that question answered, and yep, we've got a lot of folks checking in here tonight, and
I just had someone. Steve Brown said, "Awesome! One of the plate winners, Kim, is my girlfriend, and she registers every year."
Oh, wow!
She won.
Yeah, great, good deal. There's the feet. I believe that's Albert Einstein, and if you see the orange little things coming down from the upper top there, that's the feet of the stork balloon. That's another balloon that has changed its name. When it was first built back in 1980, let's see, it would be about 89-ish, I believe it was. It was called Great Expectations.
Right,
it's
I remember
a stork
that.
going through the egg, breaking the egg, carrying a baby in a bandana and delivering it. The problem was no one knew Great Expectations or knew what you were talking about. And so when they rebuilt that a few years ago, they decided to just change the name to what everybody called it, the stork.
It's Mark Comedina from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. So
the son of Dr. Steve Comedina,
Yep.
who's on the board, who built the original stork. So he has stopped flying balloons. He flies remote controls now, and he has passed the torch down to Mark. All right.
it's shaping up to be a wonderful shapes night tonight. You know, we promised to start the week with morning flights and glowing nights, and we're delivering.
And I think we're on for another great glowing night. I just took a look up at the anemometer, and you could probably count faster than it's spinning its revolutions.
I love that shot of Milky Way with the little daisy in her mouth.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Z right behind, and I think Mark Meyer in Carnival. And right behind there, you can kind of see to the right a snorkel. At least that's what we're going with.
Another one. You know, sometimes it's just easier to call the balloon what it looks like, as opposed to calling it some other big old name somewhere along the line. So there's Keystone Willie and Con Air, excuse me. The black and white one standing up.
Next to Crispy Bacon.
Yeah, you can't. The Con can't be out on his own.
No.
He's got to have the cop along as well. And next to Crispy Bacon is Steggy. And while we continue to look at balloons here, Diane continues to find folks for us to hear from on the field. So Diane.
I volunteered you. You're going to be famous.
Right when we're done. We need everybody to stay. Here we are with the balloon we call the barn, but really it's called the Barn Stormer. And I've got Dave Eichhorn here, the pilot. And Dave, I was asking you, because this is owned by Colin Graham. Also, he owns the Brain, which is really intelligent design.
Oh, absolutely.
But this is really called Barnstormer instead of the barn. What?
It's a barn. You know, it's got the farm animals poking their heads out, yes.
So it is a barn.
It is a barn. Like my grandfather's farm back in the day, yes.
What do people ask you about your balloon?
Oh, they want to know how big it is. You know, 160,000 cubic feet. And it is a cube. So, I mean, it flies like a barn.
Is that good or bad?
Well, in general, it's bad, but it's fun. It's fun.
Okay, everybody, we're going to sing the song that goes with the Barnstormer. Oh, McDonald
Had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O. And
On that farm, he had a
chicken.
Oh, chicken, all right.
E-I-E-I-O.
With a buck chick here and a chick there.
Everywhere, chick. Old
McDonald had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
That's probably enough. We've probably heard enough years.
I think Dave's right.
Yeah, I think Dave should remain a repairman at his in his.
Well, good evening, everyone, from Balloon Fiesta Live here on Balloon Fiesta Park, as well as online. Welcome to our Special Shapes Glowdeo here at the 52nd Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by ExxonMobil. Are you ready for a good time? Some of them are.
I'm not sure. Can we hear him again? Are you guys ready for a good time out there this evening?
There we go. All right. So glad to have the folks on the field joining us, as well as the folks online. We're going to do a Glowdeo tonight. That means we're going to light up balloons. We're going to light up cell phones. We're going to do it in all kinds of different fashions for you tonight. And we're going to give our balloons just a few more minutes. We've got a few that are still standing up. We're going to give them a few minutes to get standing up, and then we're going to start lighting up the sky, and we're going to ask you to help us as well. So let me just tell the pilots that we're going to wait just a couple more minutes. We've got a few more balloons that we need to get stood up, and then we'll get underway with our balloon Glowdeo tonight. Couple of things that we'd like you to keep in mind while you're here on the field, and that is now would be a very good time to set a meeting place with the people you'd like to go home with. Maybe that's the people you came with, maybe it's not, but set a meeting place for the people that you want to go home with. It's starting to get dark. It's going to get a lot darker in the next 45 minutes or hour or so. And so you're going to wander off because you're going to get so excited about what's happening here. You're going to want to make sure you know where to meet up. And don't pick a balloon. Pick a spot on the field. Look for those white markers. They have letters and numbers on them. And look all around it so that you know that you're at the intersection of H and J4. But pick that spot and agree to meet there at the end of the fireworks or whenever so that you can gather up. The other thing, I mentioned we're going to light some cell phones up tonight. So I'd like you to take a minute while it's still light to make sure you know how to turn on the camera and not just the still camera. Check out the video settings. And even better, check out the slow-mo video settings as well. Because we're going to have you do those with us tonight, and we're going to give you some hints as to when to take video, when to take still pictures, when to take slow-mo, all of those types of things. It's going to be a gorgeous night here, Ted.
It looks fantastic, Art. I think it's going to shape up to be one of the best glows in recent memory. And as Art said, make sure that you guys are finding a spot to meet up after the glow. Again, do not pick a balloon, because that balloon may not be there as the fireworks start. They're going to be pulling down. The other thing is be mindful of the crews and the pilots out there. Please don't walk on any equipment. But I would encourage you, step up to the basket. Now's a great time to talk to those pilots and crews and get those special shaped cards.
Yeah, you saw Diane talking, those of online, we talked about them here. Our balloon pilots have those cards. Go ahead and collect them, because this is the last event of our special shapes. They're going to be willing to hand out all those cards, although on the other hand, some of them may have already done it. So get out there, collect all the cards from our special shapes, and see if you can get the entire set. The other thing you might want to consider doing tonight is heading by our merchandise tents and picking up an official program, because pictures of all these balloons are in the program. Then you can wander around and get the autograph of the pilot of all of those special shapes. And by the way, there's a special scavenger hunt inside that program. It'll take you to places on and around the field, and you'll have the opportunity to get a I Did It certificate when you've completed the scavenger hunt. Available in the North and South official merchandise tents. For the bigger kids, you might want to check out the 2025 official Balloon Fiesta calendar. And it, by the way, Ted, has 40 minutes of video embedded in the calendar.
Each month we'll have a QR code reader on it, and if you scan that QR code reader, as Art mentioned, you will see some video of what is on that month. And while you're at the merchandise tents, it is Special Shapes Night. Check out the Special Shapes pen, the official pen of the 52nd Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by ExxonMobil.
We're finally getting to the point where it's starting to get a little bit dark. And so maybe we should kind of do a test all burn. This is kind of a test to make sure everybody's hearing us, everybody's ready to do this. So the way it works is we're going to count down from 5. I would love for all of you who hear us to count with us. That way everybody knows that we're counting down to a burn. It also helps people to make sure that their camera is ready to take that picture. So we're going to do an all burn here. Everybody get ready. We're going to count. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn.
Sure, let me hear it.
That looked pretty good from here. Didn't hear too many people counting, so you're going to have to count a little louder for us when we do the next one. Hey, for those of us watching online, there's Wally the Nemo fish, there's Pencil Boy, there's Evo. I saw the one of our raccoons in there. There's the inside of, is that Humpty Dumpty or off the wall? It's got to be up, off the wall probably, no?
I believe so.
The upside down Humpty Dumpty. I see a couple more balloons in there that are still getting hot, standing up.
For those of you online, a great shot of Milky Way, Cosmic Crisp, and Carnival with Mr. Z in the background, and right towards the sunset, Snorkel. You know, Art, people will say, where is this balloon or where's that balloon? This is a great opportunity just to mingle through, because this is one of the only places in the world that you can do that on an active flight line. So don't just stay on one end of the field. Take your time with your family and just go through all of this and soak it all in, because this is going to be a great glow tonight.
You might try and do a picture with as many balloons as you possibly can. So after we get an all burn or something in, you'll be able to move to the next one. There's Carnival and Smokey Bear. What's the name of the new puppy dog?
The new puppy dog is Churro.
There you go.
And Wazoo from Taiwan.
Okay, just kind of keep an eye on the light out there, but I think we're pretty good. And I see the party balloon almost standing up. That's kind of the one I've been waiting for. That's one of the new ones with the kind of rainbow and the smiley face that we're seeing on our screen. And of course, those of you who are watching online, you may have already noticed how the YouTube chat has exploded and has participating in our all burn. Make sure that if you're on Facebook that you're contributing to the chat with your all burns. Let's do another all burn here, folks, to kind of get ready to get things started. So we're going to do an all burn. You're going to count with me. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. I saw Yogi go by in there. I mean, Larry the bear. I always wanted to know where Boo Boo was. Or is it Baba? Because we can't really say Yogi and Boo Boo. So it's Larry and Baba or Peter.
Bobo, maybe.
Bobo. That would be it. Starting to see some cell phones out there, which means it's really starting to get really nice and dark. Hey, there's Betty the butterfly. There's Beagle Maximus, the baby bee Joelle, Mr. Z, the zebra in there. Looks like Olaf is kind of, we just see a little bit of Olaf between the butterfly and Beagle Maximus.
And Buddy the bulldog to the bottom left.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure Bella the bulldog is somewhere in tow.
There's Bob the lighthouse standing so tall he doesn't fit in the picture, and Vampirilla.
And Speedy.
And right behind
sticking
Speedy.
his tongue out
there
right
he goes.
behind Vampirilla.
He's finally taking a look at us.
Piloted by Earl Buzzard.
Behind Speedy was the Humpty Dumpty balloon with Rich Lawhorn. Princess Nellie, the third in the Nellie series. What do you think, Ted? Dark enough to get this started?
I think so.
All right, we think it's dark enough to officially get started with our Glowdeo tonight. So let's kick it off with our first official all burn with our Glowdeo folks. Count with me, folks. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. That looked really good. That looked really good. All right, we'll let them cool off just a second here. And we're going to do another all burn because everybody, they weren't ready for that one. People weren't counting, so they've got to count. Crews out there with the pilots help us count. We're going to do an all burn. Here we go, an all burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. That shot from the west side of the field. We got to see a few balloons we didn't see up there before. I saw Mango the Seahorse and a few others. There's the Duke City Ready Mix truck.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. The drum alone of that balloon is bigger than most of the regular shaped balloons that we have flying here this week. Another all burn, please. Another all burn. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. I love that. The chicken and the egg, Elvis,
Zozobra.
and Zozobra.
Looks like they're having a party, like they're dancing.
Yeah. Definitely all lined up, waiting for their picture to be taken. All righty. There's TikTok and Frank Boy.
Rat Cheese.
And Amelia Bearhart on the far end. Just kind of Mike Ford lighting that one up for us.
For our folks online, what a great shot with the sunset and Smokey Bear and Upsy Daisy, Cosmic Crisp, and Mark Meyer and Carnival.
And all the people.
Tammy Orr and Timo.
All right, let's change things up a little bit here, and we're going to do a flicker burn. Some of our pilots know it as a twinkle burn or a flicker burn. And for those of you with your cameras out there, this is a great time to take a video. So we're going to take a video. Find the video setting on your cell phone. Okay, everybody got it in video mode? We're going to do a flicker burn for the video. Video flicker burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flicker. Oh, that looked fabulous. That looked fabulous.
Against that southwestern sunset in the land of enchantment, you can now ask for more. Hot air balloons, special shapes, all you folks out there, fantastic.
So now we want everybody out there to move to a different balloon. If you're out there as a spectator, now would be a great time to shift to a different balloon on the field. Make sure that you get a different shot. We've got 120 some balloons out there. So now would be a great time to shift a little bit. And we're going to do that flicker burn again. And since you already have a video of it, let's take a slow-mo video this time. A slow-mo video of our flicker burn. I'll give you 5 seconds to find the slow-mo setting. Ready, go. Yeah, the moon with the moon.
For our folks online, we have a wonderful shot of the moon, La Luna, with La Luna.
So they say we actually have a second moon up there. Now we have 3, don't we?
We do have 3.
Yeah, now we have 3.
Only at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta we have 3.
There you go. All right, here comes our flicker burn, and your cameras are in slow-mo. Flicker burn for a slow-mo video. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker for a slow-mo video.
Very nice, Art. Very nice.
Yep. That looked great. That looked really great. Go ahead and take a second and check out that slow-mo video and see how cool that is, especially if you were pointing it at a burner flame. Check out your slow-mo video. We'll let the balloons cool just a little bit.
Now we want to see if everybody out there has a pulse on what's going on this evening. And so Art here last night tried a very fun new glow, at least to me, called the Pulse Glow. So I'm going to let him call out the Pulse Glow, but let's not make only sure that the balloons have a pulse out there, but everyone on the field gets behind it. And as the balloons pulse, let's hear some cheers for all these balloonists that bring these special shapes out here to Albuquerque.
Maybe what the folks on the ground out here with us, maybe they can shout out pulse as we do that.
Yes.
Because what we're going to do, pilots, is Ted just explained to the crowd and our folks on Balloon Fiesta Live, we're going to do a pulse burn. So that's just that quick little blast, and we're going to count it off, and we're just going to keep doing the pulse as I count that off. And if you hear me, go ahead and scream out pulse so that everybody knows what that pattern's going to be. So, everybody ready? Here we go. Pulse, 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 pulse. Okay, pretty good. I think we're going to try that again in a few minutes. We're glad everybody's here at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta for our Friday night Glowdeo. Let's kind of wake everybody up with an all burn, please. Everybody do an all burn for me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn. So now that our balloons are doing great all burns for you, how about we get all the cell phones to join in? So cell phones, make sure you know how to turn your flashlight on or at least light up your screen. And we're going to count down just like we did to an all burn. We're going to do that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we get to the all burn, the balloons are going to burn and all the cell phones are going to light up. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to kind of circle that flashlight of your phone so that we can see it from all directions. So when you put it above your head, the cell phone above your head, just circle it around so that we can see it on our cameras from the east, west, north, and south end of the field. So here we go. Cell phones ready. Burners ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody lining up. Cell phones, everybody, let's see them. That looks great.
Awesome. Awesome job.
Awesome, awesome. That was great. We're going to do that again so that we get a great picture of it.
Art, I have people online watching on Facebook, and they are putting cell phone, flashlight, and flame emojis up at the same time.
Way to go, Facebook.
Nice job.
Yeah. All right, another all burn, all cell phones. Hey, if somebody standing next to you did not turn their cell phone on, give them a little nudge and tell them to get in with the game. We need every single cell phone, all 100,000 cell phones that are out there. We need you to light up. So go ahead and join in the fun with an all burn, all cell phone. And remember, wave that cell phone around so we can see it on our cameras. Count with me. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody light it up. That was so good. We might have to do the cell phones by themselves.
Right.
Just to have those. Yeah, we'll just have the cell phones do it at one point here.
For our folks online, we just saw the debut, I believe, of the Captio Cavemania from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And if you guys want to see that and you're out on the field, go to space Victor 6.
V6, not V8, V6. All right, I think it's time to let folks take a selfie. You probably haven't do that. You've been taking pictures of the balloons. So it's time for a selfie picture. We're going to do an all burn, but you need to get yourself set up so that you have a selfie with a balloon in the background doing an all burn. So we'll give you just a second to get set up. Set up for that selfie. Pick a balloon that's going to be in the background. Make sure you have the right camera set up. So we're going to do an all burn for a selfie picture. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Selfie all burn. Now I want you to post that picture to your favorite social media channel, Instagram, X, Facebook, wherever you post those things. And be sure and hashtag it. Hashtag Balloon Fiesta and even hashtag Balloon Fiesta Live. We'd like to see those 2 hashtags on your selfie picture. And we don't want to leave TikTok out. So we're going to do a flicker burn, and you're going to take a video, a selfie video for TikTok. Give you a second to get that set up. Another selfie. This time it's going to be a video, and it's going to be a flicker burn. All right, you're set up for a TikTok video. Here comes a flicker burn. Go ahead and start your video now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Video flicker. Go ahead and get that video, whether you post it now or later to TikTok. Again, remember to hashtag it, hashtag Balloon Fiesta and Balloon Fiesta Live. You might even throw on there Glowdeo.
Art for our viewers online on Balloon Fiesta Live, art, stat camera crew. And the angles and the shots, people are commenting on Facebook and YouTube of how crystal clear that it is. And you know what? If you're here tonight, you can go home tonight and re-watch everything that you just saw tonight on Balloon Fiesta Live. And not just tonight, but the last 7 years, and every event this year for 2024 is archived on YouTube. Or you can go to balloonfiestalive.com and view it again and again and again.
And when you watch tonight's video, be sure and tag yourself in the video. Yeah.
You'll definitely see some strange things like the weird Pop-Tart guy, yes. Kind of reminds me of Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Okay, let's just move right on to an all burn at this point. An all burn, please. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn. You guys just look fabulous. You guys got to come back every night for the rest of the year and do these glows.
Unreal. Only in Albuquerque and only at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
and always in October.
Yes.
Starts the first Saturday of October every single year. You never need to ask what year does it start. It's always the first Saturday, which
next year will be starting on October 4th through the 12th with Painted Horizons, and you can get your new Painted Horizons bumper sticker throughout Main Street and at our shops at the north and south end.
That's right. We're already talking about 2025. How about a flicker burn? How about a flicker burn, please? Flicker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker. Looking good, looking good. We're about 15 minutes away from Team Fast Tracks, about 15 minutes away from the jump of our skydiving team, Team Fast Tracks. They'll be doing their pyrotechnics in the sky, and they'll be looking down on us with a helmet camera, so we'll be glowing for them, and then they'll glow in the sky for us. You actually can see the plane circling above the field already as they start checking out the conditions for their pyrotechnic jump.
And all jumpers will have multicolored fireworks, and we're waiting to see again the Fiesta flag unfurled with fireworks flowing behind it.
That was really cool last night.
That Cessna Caravan named Patriot with the Team Fast Tracks is being flown by Thomas Birdwell above Fiesta Field.
I think this, we're going to do another flicker burn. And remember, this is a really great burn to set your camera to the slow-mo mode. So slow-mo cameras, slow-mo video mode on your cameras. Be really great if you were up close to a burner. So move up close. If you're kind of wandering around, get up fairly near where a basket where you can see the burners. Put your camera in slow-mo. When we get to the beginning of the start of the countdown, that's the time to start your video. And then carry it through our flicker burn. Flicker burn for slow-mo. Get ready, here we go. Start the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flicker. All right, that looked good. Take a moment, check out that slow-mo, make sure it worked for you.
You know, I'm watching on Facebook here, and a lot of people are commenting. They're at home in Albuquerque watching this live.
Yes.
But you have one more opportunity tonight or tomorrow night to come out and see Night Magic, or come out and see the activities tomorrow morning and Sunday.
So 2 more flight opportunities and 1 more glow opportunity here in the 2024 Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. That jump plane is coming right over the top. They're not ready to jump yet, but let's give them an all bird, please. In fact, cell phones, point them to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light up the sky. Look at all those special shapes.
We even have Arabelle playing tonight. I think it's past her bedtime.
That's all right. We have the moon up. Cow over the moon.
Yep.
So she needs to be. Yep. I think we should try that pulse thing again. We'll try another pulse burn here. Now, pilots, the way this is, it's just that quick little blast. So kind of blast, blast, blast. Don't hang on to the burner. Don't hold on to that blast verb. Just give us that quick little blast as we say pulse. Yeah, okay. Lots of great stuff there. Different lights we're looking at here. All right, so very quick, short bursts on the word pulse. Here we go. Join in the beat when you get to it. Pulse.
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 Pulse. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse.
Pulse. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse. And an all burn. You got it. You got it. Great job.
Very
Great
nice.
job. Very
Very nice.
nice. We've got time for a few more burns here before we get Team Fast Tracks. And of course, following Team Fast Tracks, our drone show that integrates and moves right into the fireworks. And again tonight, all of our fireworks are going to be on the west side. All of our fireworks are going to be on the west side of the field tonight. If you've been here in years past, you know that there's been some out on the north end. Tonight, we're moving them all to the west side. Pilots, that should mean that you'll be able to get to propane just a little bit earlier tonight and not have to wait for the fireworks show to complete. Let's do an all burn, please. How about an all burn? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. I think we need to practice an all cell phone. Cell phones only, please. Cell phones only. Crew, you can join in with your cell phones. Cell phones, and remember, we want to keep waving that light so that we can see it from all the different directions. Cell phones only, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cell phones.
What do you think, Art? We have about 20, 30,000 pilots out there with their cell phones? More?
Easily participating in our Glowdeo tonight.
There's Arabelle for the folks that are watching online on Balloon Fiesta Live. And we're awaiting the jump from Team Fast Tracks momentarily. We'll let the balloons cool off for a second here.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't do a flicker burn with the cell phones.
That's right.
Flicker as well. So we're going to do a flicker burn, and the cell phones, you're going to join us in this flicker burn. Now, the way a flicker burn works with a cell phone is you turn the light on, and then you go up and down. So you show us the light, you hide the light. You show us the light, you hide the light. And that's going to be as our burners are going on and off in a flicker burn. So this is a flicker for everybody, a flicker for everyone. Cell phones too, up and down, up and down. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker. Up, down, up, down. Even Ted's got it down here on the rooftop studio with us. This is great fun having all the cell phones join in with us tonight.
Art, do you want to try one more pulse burn with that long blast of an all burn at the end now that the pilots know what to expect and all the fans know what to expect?
Sure, we'll wait just a couple seconds for the balloons to cool off. We do that because we can only put so much heat in a balloon. The temperature at the top of the balloon and the temperature of the fabric cannot exceed a certain number, usually somewhere in the order of about 250, 275 degrees. All these long burns that we're putting in there is actually heating up the air and especially the top. So we want to give it just a little bit of time to cool down between burns. That's why we have this pause, so that balloons can cool. We're going to do the pulse burn, one more time on the pulse as we wind our way down to our team fast track jump. So pulse, remember that's just that quick little burn on the beat. So here we go. Pulse. 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 Get ready. Pulse. Pulse. All burn.
Art, I believe Team Fast Tracks will make one more pass before the jumpers are ready to come out. We'll let the balloons cool off. And folks, if you're out there on the field and some of the balloons are coming down, please be mindful and courteous of the pilots and crew. Please do not step on the fabric or get in the way, as we will start to see some of the balloons come down and others will remain, while Team Fast Tracks does their jump into the Glowdeo at Balloon Fiesta Field.
So let's do a final flicker burn. We've got some all burns coming up, but this will be a final flicker burn. Last flicker burn, remember this is a great video, a great slow-mo, or just participate with us as well. Flicker burn, the last flicker burn of the night in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flicker! All right, we're 2 minutes away from Team Fast Tracks jumping up, or jumping out, dropping in. I'm going to let the plane kind of turn to the pass, back up to the north, and then we're going to give them a really nice all burn.
Again, folks, if you're out on the field and some balloons are coming down, please make sure that you're cooperating with the pilots and crews and be mindful of their direction, please.
The Patriot Team Fast Tracks plane moving to the north, getting ready to make the U-turn and come back over the field.
Pilot Thomas Birdwell making the turn back over Fiesta Field. Team Fast Tracks is supported by Eula Pangburn and Kira Sindiakina on the ground down here in Fiesta Field.
There's the turn to the west. And now they're on their jump run. So let's give them a all burn so they can see the field. And all burn, folks, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn. And with that all burn, we're watching, there's one jumper.
There's two.
I think we're at 3, 4, 5. And I think they were doing 5 and then a second pass with 1.
That is correct. We have in the first pass, we have Brian Pangburn, Kevin Dubas, Mike Dirge, Kevin Engel, and Ben Jonas making their way in, and you'll start to see some fire in the sky from Team Fast Tracks.
As we wait for that, let's give them an all burn, all cell phones, point them up that way in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn. Looks like they're lining up.
Keeping their distance. And any second you will see fire in the sky from Team Fast Tracks.
When their flame comes on, we're going to do a flicker burn. So we'll have flashing lights in the sky and flashing lights on the field.
Here comes Patriot with their second flyover. And on this flyover, Dmitry Dadik will be jumping with a 2,000 square foot Fiesta flag with fire flying behind it.
Look at the first 5, all just kind of follow him in line, follow the leader up there.
There's Dmitry. The blinking green light.
And there's the flame. So let's do a flicker burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker burn. They're just hanging up there tonight. Ah, now some fireworks.
Fire in the sky from Team Fast Tracks.
How about a flicker from the ground? A flicker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker. And the Fiesta flag has been unfurled with the pyrotechnics. That means pyro on one leg and a flag on another leg coming in. Can you imagine jumping with that stuff on your legs?
Not at all. Or for me, not a chance. I'll leave it to the professionals, Art.
And we have them here tonight in Team Fast Tracks. Brought to us by Accident Insurance Company. Let's join in their fireworks with a flicker bird. A flicker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker. As Team Fast Tracks attempts to or starts lining up for a landing, let's give them an all bird, please. An all bird, all cell phones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show them the way. All bird and cell phones. Point them up there. And one more quick all burn in 3, 2, 1, all burn.
Again, Art, that flag that Dmitry Dadik is flying, the Fiesta flag, is 2,000 square feet in size.
As Dmitry brings in the Fiesta flag, let's give him a nice all burn and all cell phone reception. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light up the landing zone. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Fast Tracks.
And if we could get a round of applause for not only Team Fast Tracks, but all the balloons that participated in tonight's Glowdeo, let's hear it for our balloonists.
Hey, thanks everybody for being here for our Glowdeo, for participating in our Glow and our Team Fast Tracks jump. All the cell phone stuff looks really, really, really good. So be sure and go back and watch it on balloonfiesta.com as part of Balloon Fiesta Live. Coming up, our balloon pilots are going to be putting their balloons down. We need to get the balloons deflated, as as Ted was just saying. Be sure that you are careful walking around those balloons as they deflate. Quick little burn from a few of our shapes out there. The one team, they did that again last night. So they'll be putting their balloons down, packing them away, getting in line to get propane so that they can fly tomorrow morning in our Saturday morning mass ascension. Stay tuned for our drone show on the west side of the field, incorporated and followed by our Afterglow fireworks. Again, thanks for participating tonight in our Friday night Glowdeo here at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. From Balloon Fiesta Live, we'll see you later. Bill Royal will be taking you through the rest of the night here on the field. So we think we're off the PA. Thanks for participating in our chat rooms with your emojis, flames and cell phones and flashlights and everything else you were throwing in there.
I think the pulse is a hit.
Pulse is a hit. We'll have to keep that in. We'll try it again tomorrow night with our regular shaped balloons as well.
Well, as promised, morning flights and glowing nights.
So we're going to step aside and let you kind of, the drone show is just about 5 minutes away. So we'll just kind of let things kind of go along here and enjoy the show, the drone show, the fireworks, and it's just going to be a great night. We'll be back in the morning, 6 o'clock Mountain Time with our Saturday morning Mass Ascension, and then we'll be doing the awards brunch midday. We'll record that, put that online. Night Magic Glow tomorrow night, and then a final Mass Ascension on Sunday morning. Hard to believe that all of a sudden we're talking about 3 more events.
It's crazy. It's absolutely mind-boggling. We've gone through all of this, and what a glow tonight. You know, great weather from Brad Tiemeyer and the team. I know we have a very happy assistant balloonmeister out there, both Henry Rosenbaum and Peg Bilson. So it's going to be a great day tomorrow as well.
And a whole lot of happy people out here as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. When you come out, you want to see the balloons do what they're supposed to do, whether it's fly in the morning or glow in the night, and we have delivered on that basically every single session.
Yes, we have. So I think we can wrap it up now. I'm Ted Maes.
I'm Art Lloyd Jr. Stay tuned for the drones and fireworks, and we'll see you in the morning.
So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.